Welcome, everybody, to New Orleans and the iconic Caesars Superdome, the long-term home of the All-State Sugar Bowl, which this year, of course, is part of the college football playoff. It's time now for the quarterfinals, and for the top four seeds, a time to begin their quest toward the national championship. But they run into a battle-tested team already coming off one playoff victory, trying to shock the world here today and make the semifinals. As we'll see the number 8 seed in this playoff, the Boise State Broncos, taking on the top-seeded team in the playoff, the TCU Horned Frogs. 3-Day Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff quarterfinal game. Only one team here to keep their championship dreams alive. College football playoff game. This one is not returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Trying to create here on the move. And he pulls in the catch. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. See what the call is on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Brought down after a 7-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 3.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Good enough for first down yardage.
Chris, just by watching this guy all year, the defense better be very careful to let this guy find that rhythm. I've seen him where he goes 5 yards, 8 yards, 10 yards, and then pops a big one. Right now, he looks like he's starting to gain some confidence here early in this game.
He makes the grab. They bring him down, but it explodes.
The quarterback is in a zone here to start this game.
Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Got a lane. Can he get in? And he's tackled down at the 4-yard line. Defense getting pushed back.
Chris, this has been a fun opening drive to watch by this offensive coordinator, blending everything, mixing in run with pass, a lot of formations. This defense right now is guessing what's coming next. Now they're into that goal-to-go situation. Can they punch it in and get the touchdown they deserve?
Here's the handoff on 1st and goal. And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time.
You know, the real estate gets tight inside the 10-yard line. You love a play caller who has the ability to either run it or throw it, because that puts so much pressure on that defensive coordinator to know how to line up. It's not just a one-dimensional attack he's dealing with.
On 2nd and goal, they'll give him another chance. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Defense clearly setting up to stuff the run here. On 3rd and goal, he's going to try to throw for it. Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Texas Christian. We come out in the playoff game, Kirk. No signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate and actually just the rhythm to the offense. But they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
And the point after is right down the middle. That one sails out of the back of the end zone at the touchback. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Ball handed off. Breaking free at the 35. It's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down. Well, the big fella's Kirk flowing to the right there. The defense just has no answer. It's a huge gain.
Yeah, and what a patience there by the running back. Just allowing those blocks to be set up there off to the right. And then once he saw the crease in the defense, accelerates through that hole to show you what kind of speed he has for a big gain and a first down.
And the defense able to hold him there to a short gain.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Here comes a handoff. They get him down, but that's a solid gain.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave him a chance at a really nice gain.
Okay, it's third down after that run. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. Running play called on third and short. They make the stop just short of the marker. It's going to be fourth down and inches to go.
Well, this guy did everything that he could to try to get to that first down marker. It looks like he's just going to be inches short, and it's decision time for the offensive coordinator and head coach.
They need less than a yard for a first down. They'll go for it on fourth. It's QB sneak.
That's where you tip your cap to the offensive line. Fourth down in inches, simple call, quarterback sneak, but a nice surge there up front by the big boys to give the quarterback plenty of room to pick up that first.
And the Broncos pick up enough yardage to move the sticks. Now they'll switch it up, looking to throw the ball here. Caught over the middle. It's Brown. A big hit by the linebacker. Physical tackle there, big versus big. That completion makes it second and medium. Offense will keep it on the ground here. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
Try and muscle for the first down. Gain moves it to the 24. That's a fresh set of downs.
Well, that's a good, hard, tough running there to get that first down to keep this drive alive. Early in this game, the offense really asserting themselves. They're not thinking about a field goal. They're trying to put this ball in the end zone.
Fires it on the move. He's got it near the end zone. Fourth set of bounds after a nice gain. The offense is knocking on the door with a first and goal.
Well, this is a beautiful play when the timing is right, as we see right here. The receiver's got to do a good job of working his way back to the football as the quarterback is throwing it. The timing here is impeccable.
Crucial play here to begin the quarter as the offense sets up first and goal. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here. Second and goal for the offense. And there's the handoff. Muscles across the goal line. Touchdown, BSU. So with playoff pressure, Kirk, the offense executes a long, grinding, methodical drive.
You know, the thing I've loved about this offense all year long is their ability to either hit the big play or not have to rely on that. Like this. They're able to sustain a drive and still come up with points and get a touchdown.
Point after, knocked right through. And with that extra point, we're all tied up now in the second quarter. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. And the TCU offense takes the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? A quick juke. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
Looking to throw it on first down. Caught over the middle.
One thing we know for sure, I don't know as a play caller, you can make that call without a quarterback who can throw it with a big arm. He put that on a rope.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. He's moving out of the pocket. Looking to scramble now. Breaking free at the 35. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
And this quarterback can play the game. He can throw, and as we see here, he can run the football. The defense does everything that they need to with the pressure. They look like they're in good position to be able to come up with a nice play on him, but instead, he shows how he can slip out of the back door of this defense and pick up a nice gain.
The Horned Frogs will have 1st and 10 here. Quarterback drops back. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Boy, the defense rolls the dice here on this screen pass. If they don't hit this quarterback, this is a big play, but give them credit. They were able to get to him before they were able to complete that pass.
And he's tackled down at the 4-yard line. Defense getting pushed back.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
Here we go, 3rd down, close to the goal line. They can still get a first down without scoring. They'll try to pick up the 3rd down yardage on the ground. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Boy, it is tough to run the football inside this 5-yard line. Give all the credit to that defensive line, eating up those linemen, allowing the rest of the defense to fly to the football for that short loss. Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
And the deep kick will sail out the back of the end zone for a touchback. And here comes the Boise State offense back out on the field. Remember, last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or will the defense come up with a stop? And he lofts it toward the left sideline. And the pass caught inside the 15. The tackle is made, but the gain sets the offense up. 1st and goal from the 9. The Broncos looking to punch it in here. It's 1st and goal. First and goal, handoff. Now juke to man, but not much room to maneuver. Stopped after a small gain.
Chris, down here inside the 10-yard line, these are tough yards to come by. Positive yards, good push inside there by that offensive line.
Tailback tests the middle of the defense. Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here.
Hey, the defense is doing everything that they can to try to keep these guys out of the end zone. Now we've got a big 3rd down coming up.
So a huge play to start the drive and get in scoring position, but now it's 3rd and goal. Off play action, he's looking to throw. Moves left out of the pocket. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown. And here comes the field goal unit onto the field. This is going to be a 21-yard chip shot. Right down the middle. But wait, a flag is down. If it's on the defense, it's going to be 1st down. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. The defense backed up against their own end zone. They'll try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Boise State.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his 2nd touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
The extra point is good, so it's 14-10 now. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And here's the fair catch by the return man. First down here, the offense has time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
Second down here. Time for perhaps just one more play before the 2-minute warning. Oh, and he misfires just beyond the receiver's grasp. Third down here. Time for perhaps one more play before the 2-minute warning. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Looking for his big tight end. Looks downfield and connects with a wide open wide receiver. The stop is finally made, but it's a big gain. Stopped at the 49. And the Horned Frogs with 1st and 10 here. A pop pass on the jet sweep. They get him down, but not before he gets to the plus 38. And the Horned Frogs come to the line in the hurry-up. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Goes to his right side there for the completion. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a first down. Offense right to the line, playing with tempo now. The shotgun handoff here. And that run produces a decent gain.
Because I just love to see this offensive line in this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the first half, so really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action, opens up one-on-one opportunities. Just keep winning the battle up front.
Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs. First down, clock stops for a moment, but no huddle here. They've got to hurry. Handoff here from the shotgun. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. From the shotgun, drops back. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, TCU. But they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. And the extra point makes it a 17-14 lead. So the offense gets momentum, scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get his top and preserve that momentum. And this won't be returnable out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So they start the drive looking for some late fireworks here. Less than 30 seconds before halftime. On first down, it's play action. Buying time. Moving to his left. Trying to get the throw off. Able to get the pass away, but took a hit that time.
Well, sometimes an answer for an offensive coordinator against a good pass rush is to move the launching point. Move the quarterback from one spot to another to affect the rhythm of the pass rush. That's not having any kind of impact at all on this defense. They're getting after this quarterback no matter where he is. They do a good job of it right here.
Bringing pressure. A sack in the play could not escape the pass rush. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for one or two more plays before halftime. Time ticking away. Time for just one more play before halftime. Now in third and very long, looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. And it's incomplete with just 1 second remaining on the clock. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. And it's likely they'll take one last shot here before halftime. Needs a completion here on 4th down. Looking to scramble. He's going to take off here. It's a fumble. Defense falls on the ball. Crucial takeaway. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Horned Frogs will kick it off to begin the second half. On the kickoff is hammered, sails out the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Boise State offense is back out on the field. And looking to throw now on 1st down. Pressure is coming. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
One play moves the ball to the 45. It'll be 1st down. Gives it to the back. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. But I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And the defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a 1st down.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
And that game will pick up a 1st down and move the football to the 36.
Well, this is exactly where you find out what you're made of as a team. When you're trailing coming out of the half, how do you respond? Well, we know how this running back's going to respond. What a statement to get this second half started.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Important 2nd down play coming up. They'll hand it off. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
There's a shot toward the end zone. And that one's picked off. What a play. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Well, the quarterback ends up being a tad aggressive and ends up paying for it with a pick. I get that that might be part of his playing style, but there's a difference between being aggressive and being careless.
He'll hand it off. Solid run, moves the ball out across the 20 to the 21.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here, keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Looking to set up a screen pass here. And they bring him down. Blocker has not much help on the screen there. He's short of the 1st down. Made the catch, but he was surrounded, Kirk. Not much room to run.
They did a really good job that time of leveraging him out in space. I thought he might have a chance to be able to shake loose because he is so elusive. But defense, as you said, did a really good job in the open field surrounding him. Just nowhere for him to go to pick up any more positive yards.
And they'll run it out of the shotgun. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Boy, Chris, you cannot overstate how big of a conversion this was to be able to pick this up on the ground. Yeah, the offense still has the lead, but you can just feel the defense having all the momentum with the points they've been able to compile. And that run right there picks up a first down and can kind of settle things down a bit.
And the Horned Frogs will line up on 1st and 10. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. It's a quick grab. He's found some room with the 45. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. Touchdown, Horned Frogs. Strong game by this quarterback. And now they'll set up for the point after. And the extra point gives them a double-digit lead. Getting set to kick the ball off now. That's a deep kickoff, hammered out the back of the end zone for a touchback. And here comes the Boise State offense back out on the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. Grab down the middle. It's Brown. But a huge hit by the linebacker. What a tackle.
Well, I thought we'd see this tight end all game long within this game plan, but that's just his second catch of the game. The defense has done a nice job of being able to recognize where he is and take him out of this plan.
And he'll loft this one deep to the left side. And the downfield shot is incomplete. Brings up 3rd down.
Boy, this quarterback is really rolling the dice out here today. Remember, he threw an interception the last time they had the ball. I thought he might learn from that, but instead he comes out throwing it into coverage again. Somehow catches a break on this tip ball that this one was an interception. He better tighten up his decision-making. He's going to cost himself a game.
And the Broncos will line up to punt it away. And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. And the Horned Frogs offense takes the field now. Great possession last time. They punch it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? The shotgun running play call. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
Well, the defense coordinator this week, all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. He'll take a deep shot here. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. They could not stop him. He's in. Touchdown, Texas Christian. Kirk, this quarterback told us this is my time to shine, a playoff game. He has gone out and backed that up so far.
Yeah, he's done everything that's been asked of him and more. Just a great job of getting into a rhythm. Really tough to defend. Right now, the defensive coordinator, you can see him down there. He's throwing his headset. He's frustrated. He's got to come up with some new wrinkles to try to slow this guy down.
Long kickoff, no chance for a return. It'll be a touchback. And the Boise State offense is back out on the field. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Airing this one out toward the sideline. And the pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time. That's a potential game changer, the pick and the big return.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
Keeping it on the ground here. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Chris, what I love here is just the vision by the running back. Showing great patience, the hole opens up, and then he's able to use his speed to pick up some good yards.
And they'll go right back to him on first down. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Running back has it on a screen now. They've got him, but that completion good enough for first down yardage. And the Horned Frogs come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. First down yardage.
Chris, that's another good run for him. He's had such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Running game is working. They'll stick with it on first down. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. He's brought down after a short gain. That's not going to be first down yardage.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
You're starting to see this defense, I think, wear down now that we're in the fourth quarter. It's been a tough day for them, and the offense is taking advantage of it. A lot of positive plays. Good job at eating as much clock as they can here on this drive in the fourth quarter.
Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2. The defense bringing out some big bodies to stop the run. They're going to run the option. Touchdown, TCU. And the route is on. Lining up to try the extra point. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. This one is not returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone. And here comes the Boise State offense back out on the field. Remember, the last possession ended quickly. The interception on the first play. Let's see if they can do better here. Caught over the middle. It's Riley. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play. Second down after that short completion. And the quarterback dropping back. Here's a throw underneath the tight end. They tackle him, but not before he makes the 45. A solid gain. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Looks like he's going to run it. Tough to show, but a sophomore quarterback to pick up the first down himself.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the first down marker is, picking up the first down.
Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Broncos.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. It's a 2-score game, so hope's still alive here in the late going. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And the TCU offense is back out on the field. This group has been clicking. They've really built momentum. Can the defense make adjustments? Come up with a stop here. And they'll keep it on the ground, trying to run some clock. Breaks loose at the 40. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Past the 20. Touchdown, Horned Frogs. And this one is getting ugly. So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. That one sails out of the back of the end zone at the touchback. First down here for this offense. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. And it's good for a first down to the 36. The Broncos come up to the line to crank the tempo up here.
Quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up a first down.
Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down. And that's the 2-minute warning here. This offense desperate to cut into this lead and then try to get the football back. Here comes a first down pass attempt. He's moving out of the pocket now, using his legs on the scramble.
Chris, I love the patience here by the quarterback. He's waiting for something to happen downfield, but it's not there. Then you see the athletic ability to be able to pick up some good yards.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. He's moving out of the pocket. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. Forced out of bounds, but not before the football's moved inside the 10. It'll be first down and goal. And the Broncos line it up with first and goal. On first and 10, they'll look to throw it. And he'll just get rid of it.
Boy, this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance of coming back. And I think one thing about this is you wonder where you go from here. You're hoping to make a play or two to give yourself a belief that things can get better, but it's just been a disastrous day for the offense.
Third and goal, looking to throw for it. Trying to create outside the pocket now. Gets rid of it on the move. Caught near the sideline. It's Bates.
Chris, now that we're in the final couple minutes of this game, it's a good time to just kind of step back and appreciate the job this defense has done throughout the entire game. They've applied pressure. They've been physical at the line of scrimmage. Good job in space. And a big part of the reason that they have such a big lead today.
And they've got him. It's a sack as they come up empty on fourth and goal.
Instead of getting points here and going for the field goal, this offense decides to get aggressive, and the offensive line gives up the sack. Looked like they miscommunicated. The defense, to their credit, is able to get after the quarterback, and they come up with not only a stop, but now they get the ball back themselves.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Handoff from the shotgun. They get him to the ground about the 18-yard line. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games. But you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.